Today, I'm going to be talking about why I've been exploring minimalism. Let's do this. As wifey and my siblings know, I'm always on the hunt for the next new thing. No sooner have I acquired said new shiny doodad than I am off to the next one, watching YouTube videos, reading articles, studying reviews, trying to make sure that I buy the next best thing. I'm trying to close in on the killing purchase. Once again, I'm back in on the hunt. At the moment, I do not think life is comprised of a series of killer purchases. But there I go, getting too philosophical too quickly. I need to get back to the story. A number of years ago, I was watching a YouTube video of a product, no less. It was Google Home, and I was totally intrigued. But one of the things that I noticed in the video is that the backdrop, the setting that he was in, was that minimalist aesthetic. I looked around my apartment and went, I can't film in here. It's way too messy. This is an abomination. That was not when I started really diving in and reading and learning about what minimalism is, what it means, and what it has to offer in terms of a philosophy about things. A little while back, a friend of mine posted a video on YouTube where he got rid of most everything he owned, and I was like, wow, that's really interesting, but no way that I can do that. At the same time, I have an apartment, it gets messy, and I kind of don't really like cleaning it. So in my head, I'm like, well, the fewer things I have, the easier it is to clean. It's almost a math equation. I could save time cleaning. I sent my friend a message and asked him some questions about it, and he pointed me in the direction of the Minimalists. I followed his advice and started looking at what those people said, but wifey wasn't really interested, so it kind of petered off. Sometime later, I stumbled back into listening to the Minimalists. I also found Matt D'Avella on YouTube, who has a podcast called The Ground Up Show. He also directed the Netflix documentary Minimalism. One of the biggest takeaways that I got from Matt D'Avella is that his wife is not a minimalist. She gets to enjoy her relationship with things, and he gets to enjoy his relationship with things, and they don't try to push the other person into a particular mold. Looking at that and listening to that, I was like, okay, so I don't need wifey to want to be a minimalist too. In a nutshell, what is it that has captivated me about minimalism? Philosophically speaking, stuff doesn't matter. You don't get to take it with you when you die. This is also driven home by the fact that I am very quick to chase the next thing right after acquiring the latest thing. And the latest thing doesn't satiate me as much as I think it will. Experientially, I know that when I left home, I hardly took anything with me. And what I went back to get is mostly gone at this point. And I only missed one thing, and it was a picture that I spent a lot of time drawing. I can scatter myself between multiple different interests simultaneously, and as a result, I don't really get too deep into any one of them. If I'm able to slim down those interests and only focus on a few, I will be able to get deeper into each one and improve in each one more than I can if I'm shotgun blasting myself out into the world. So why minimalism? It might help me slim down and focus on what matters. It's a math equation. The fewer things I focus on, the fewer things I have, the more valuable each one of those things are, and the more energy I can pour into each of those hobbies. It also frees up space and time to pour myself into what really matters. Things that add meaning, people, and God. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Bye!